there is actually a sweet spot to dribble the basketball. So let's talk about what the sweet spot is and then all the things you can do. There's about 3 or 4 main things you want to understand, and then at the end I'll have a way for you to master it. So what we're talking about with the sweet spot is what a lot of people call the pocket dribble. So if you've heard of this before, don't tune out, because I'm going to go over some different ways to use it that you probably haven't considered. So what the pocket dribble does is gets us close to triple threat while keeping our dribble alive. If you don't know what triple threat is, basically means you have the basketball on one side or the other. And the reason you'd want it here, and it's a triple threat, is because 1, it's easy to pass from here, 2, it's easy to dribble or rip through and dribble, or 3, it's easy to shoot because it's right in that starting shooting position. This gives you those benefits while keeping the dribble alive. So first of all, let's talk about how you'll want to do this. Basically, when you dribble the basketball, you'll want to keep a good snap at most of the ends of your dribbles, whether we're talking a crossover or a regular dribble. Snap that wrist. What that will do is not just get the basketball on and off the ground quicker, but give more power. And if it has more power, then what's going to happen? The ball's going to want to float up higher and for longer. Well, you can kind of bottle that power up in your hand to allow it to float longer, meaning you could stay in that triple threat position longer from the dribble. So snap and then allow that ball to float. Some people also call this the float. I prefer to call this one the pocket. Float is more of a general term for just allowing the basketball to stay in your hand for a long period of time. Now, not only does having it here open up the 3 things from triple threat that we talked about, shoot, pass, and dribble, with your dribble, it opens up a lot of opportunities to do things better and more quickly. The first is, since the basketball is by your side, it makes it easier to manipulate the basketball anywhere around your body. From this position, I can easily put it behind the back. From up here, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging because I gotta rotate my hand, bring the ball from here to here. But here, it's easy to do that. From here, it's still easy to cross over. From here, I can easily go into a between the legs. From here, I can easily go into a reverse between the legs. From here, I can easily go into my in and out. And of course, from here, I can go into my regular dribble. And even my spin move becomes easier because it's nice and tight to my body. I just need to either pull back with one leg or step in and then pull back with the other. Next reason is that from this position, look at my elbow. What happens? It's bent, right? 90 degrees. From that, I'm in a position of power. I'm crouched, ready to move. If I get my legs bent, even better. But just having this arm bent allows me to really push that basketball out. If I see an opportunity to do a throw cross and get the basketball out here, I can push it out here. I can push it really anywhere I want, but I can get more power into it versus having it out here. I'm not gonna be able to really get that push like I would if I have the elbow bent. And that brings me to the next reason this is so great is, from this bent position, we can sell fakes a lot better. Because if I'm here and then I try to sell a fake, it doesn't really have much contrast, right? A lot of times I like to teach players ball handling especially, but a lot of basketball in terms of art. Black and white, you're gonna see a big difference from versus gray and black or gray and white. So if we're gonna try to sell a fake like this and the ball's already out here, we're talking about having a slightly darker than white shade of gray going into white. It doesn't really do much for the defender psychology to make them think that you're going to go that way. But if the basketball's here, tight, and then we extend, there's more contrast to that, meaning better chance psychologically. They think you're going, they're gonna bite, boom, you go the other way. But it's also going to help in another kind of fake, which is that shot fake hezzy, because like we talked about earlier, you're in a really close position to your shooting position, therefore making your shot fake being sold a lot better and a lot quicker. And even from this going into like an inside out dribble, right? Being tight here, I can extend out more, there's more contrast versus being here, that might end up being a sloppy dribble, or I'm gonna have to come from here, then bring it tight, then go into that in and out, and that just slows it down. So how can you really master being comfortable with the basketball in this position, keeping it in air for a long time, and then manipulating it in all kinds of ways, whether we're talking behind the back, you know, bringing footwork into the mix, all that stuff? Well, I've got a free workout for you and it is pinned to the top comment. Just click that link to grab it. After that, I'll also follow up with some extra tips and hacks that will help you improve this ability in your handles in general. And then a couple days after that, I'll have something for you called the ball on a string workout. That workout has helped thousands of players improve their ball control faster than anything else you're gonna find out there. Go ahead and click that link to get that workout, and thanks for watching.